If you've ever lived in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, chances are you know my mother, Jenny Jufrey. My mother is the world's largest conversationalist. She can carry on a conversation as she's going through the drive-thru at the bank, making a deposit. She can carry on conversations when I was a kid at all the meetings she used to go to at the schools that my siblings and I attended. And she would carry on conversations with delivery people who would bring things to the house because that's where our family business was located. My mother was such a great conversationalist that she could take a 5-minute trip to the grocery store and turn it into a day-long event. When I was a child, and even today as an adult, I was very shy. And so my mother's behavior was terribly embarrassing to me. I mean, I don't know about you. I kept thinking, is there a way to disappear? Is there a way to run away? I mean, we'd kind of, noodle her and say, Mom, we got to go. We got things to do. Yeah. Just wait. Just be patient. We'll get around to it. And certainly enough, we would. I can't tell you when the light bulb went on in my brain, or because perhaps my parents being in real estate and construction, I would say the 2x4 hit me in the head, when I realized that what my mother was doing was actually very special, and I call it even a service to the community in which she lives. My mother understood the art of schmoozing, not networking, schmoozing. My mother engaged in conversations with people, not because she wanted to get something from them, which is oftentimes what networking is all about, but because she wanted to give of herself and primarily give of her listening and her empathy and her concerns and issues to other people. My mother understood that schmoozing meant establishing rapport with people and then building relationships for the long term. And you know what? If those relationships, just by chance, happened to turn into business, that was like icing on the cake. But it wasn't why she engaged in those conversations or even engages in them today with all of her friends in the community. So what I would like to talk with you about for the next 90 minutes, and I've got some things planned for you to do as well, is to talk about what I believe to be the 5 keys to schmoozing. If you have a handout, you can follow along. For those of you who need to take notes, please feel free to do so. If you'd like a handout from me afterwards, you can give me your email address. I'll send out an email in the next couple of days as well. But what my mother understood was that you first needed to prepare yourself. And you can't prepare yourself when you're in the event itself. We're talking about preparing yourself in advance, and I'll talk to you about some of the things you can do there. Then when you arrive at whatever place it is, it could be getting off the bus tomorrow morning to come to hear the keynote speaker, you need to make an entrance, and there's some etiquette things associated with that. And then third, no matter what event we're at, or even at the grocery store or at the library, we need to act like a host, even though we are a guest. So I'll talk about what are some of the protocols around hosting behavior. And then there are 2 other pieces I'll add at the end. And those are, how do you enter an existing conversation? Because I don't know about you, I'm not here with anybody from my firm or any of the people who are affiliated with it. So I'm pretty much getting to meet people all new, unless there's someone that I know or perhaps has emailed me in advance, or someone who's attended a workshop that I've done. So we'll talk about how do you enter a conversation. And then second, how do you exit a conversation? Not just one that's going badly, but perhaps a conversation. We'll talk about those. We've all been in those. I'm certain you have. Probably have better stories than I do. But how do you exit a conversation and move on to the next person? And how much time do you spend with someone so that they feel that they're being heard in your presence and that you're attending to them and making an important contact as well as moving on to meet other people?